Okay, I want to come back here and make another video. I'm like 1 minute shy of 5 o'clock today. It's like November 26th. It's Wednesday afternoon. So I'm going to come on here really quick because I got some downloads as I was sitting here at my computer about, making people account, holding people accountable. Okay, and I am addressing this specifically to Eric or Arias. I did, hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I did post a video earlier, and I'm making another one. Okay, and I'm going to give you information on what I need you to do. Okay, because what I am dealing with is, I had addressed there's been rude behavior going on in the community, and why is because you do have the power, Eric, to make announcements to the community. I understand that the community would at one time was getting together, conspiring about me and all their little fun that they were going to have damaging my life, and I do believe that Karen Go was also involved in this. Okay, so you have more influence than you think you do. Okay, and I have to, make this statement because I'm putting the ball in your court. Meaning, I'm still going to talk about gang stalking. I'm still going to do my education videos, okay? But, this issue that's going on at your credit union right now needs attention. Also, I do understand that going forward, I'm putting it in your hands to make sure that you send out some sort of memo to the Bakersfield employers, okay, about this issue of gang stalking and people preventing me from getting to work. Okay, I'm tired of dealing with it. The message I'm getting right now is that there's a VIP invitation soon. I don't know much about that, but you need to do that. Okay, I am addressing you in my email. I sent it to you. I forwarded it to you, along with a message from Shay Set Whitmore and the girl from Eagle Bend and whatever. Okay, I'm basically showing you this check. Now I'm over the check issue, but I understand that there's something going. I believe there's something more going on than what meets the eye, and I'm being denied rights. Is basically what it is. One of the messages coming through my mind is something about clones are now recognized as humans. So we have these people at the bank that are using discriminatory tactics to prevent me from finalizing transactions. And yes, Eric, this is what's going on. Okay, and I need you to pay attention. Okay, your name is on the line. Okay, and I'm looking to you and I'm talking about this in the public. Okay, when I signed up for Valley Strong Credit Union, I did not have any of that sort of information in my clause. So what is getting done is that this is being based on people bullying another individual. Okay, and this comes from your religious backgrounds. Okay, for people being inspired by what they heard in church, and then people getting together possibly with the kids of 533, Karen Go, and everybody else thinking that it's okay to do this sort of stuff to an individual. It is not. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that check, but like I said, I do not trust you. Okay, and in it's your responsibility to gain the trust of people within your community. Okay, I am aware that gang stalking, I am a victim of gang stalking. I am aware that I have been dealt serious blows when it comes to these sort of injustices. Right now I am concerned about people, manipulating situations, being placed in bullying situations, being placed in employers that do not abide by the law. Okay, what happened at Murray Family Farms, I was not responsible for. Okay, but I have been suffering for ever since leaving that place. The message I'm getting right now, it is clear that I am moving on without people of my past. You're right, I am. Okay, but I'm still dealing with some sort of people trying to have some sort of authorization. Somebody is creating something going on at that credit union that you're manning, and I want my account clear. Okay, I don't have any power of attorney. No one has anything. And the intuitive message is something about surveillance, something about surveillance. Okay. And it's something about me following up on jobs. I need you, Eric, to make some sort of statement in the public. I don't want to, you need to, because you are somebody who mans this community, stop the fake job ads. Okay. You have the power to do that. You have the power to instruct these people in this community to stop it. You do. Okay, you're aware of it. You've been made aware of it. You have the power to stop it. Okay, no fake job ads. Okay, no, obstructing people. No, what do you call it? This, gang stalking activity. Your Bakersfield Police Department, it falls below standard, Eric, in your community. What are you going to do about it, Eric? You could at least try to address something. How about making getting a meeting together with some of the auditors that audit Bakersfield Police Department? What are you doing? Or other than just sitting here enjoying your title, Eric? Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Yes, I am acknowledging human trafficking. I'm acknowledging what's going on in your community. Okay, you can sit here and take all kinds of credit for being associated with your little title, but I need you to do something about it. So what I expect you to do that, Eric. Okay, I don't want to see any fake job ads. I don't want to see be a victim of human trafficking. I don't want people, floating, or what do you call it? What do you call it? Fraudulently, doing things with my account when you are working at the credit union yourself. Okay, because like I said, I want you to hold this woman Whitmore accountable, and I want you to make a statement about it, Eric. I just sent you an email. What are you going to do about it? Get down to it. Oh, there's a VIP meeting soon. Really? There's a VIP. You're going to meet with other people and discuss this issue, Eric? I want it resolved. Okay, you should be having commercials on your station about, or these local stations about human trafficking. You know what I mean? I should be working with the local stations in this community, informing people about human trafficking, okay? But yet I'm sitting here constantly getting suppressed. I'm constantly dealing with bullying, these organized crime. I'm not doing anything wrong, Eric. And somehow I don't fit the bill because I don't go to your shitty churches. Your churches are nothing but filled with demonic people, and it's obvious. They steal, Eric, okay, at the credit union that you work at. Okay, and how do you justify that for that, right? I mean, it's mentally ill. Okay, there's a lot of problems that go on in this community. Okay, it's more ignorant than you think it is. Okay, so what other message I have? I am acknowledged as holy, and I revealed human trafficking, and now reverse the government shutdown. I understand that. Okay, Eric. Okay, but I, as a person who is, yes, I am an actual person, Eric. Okay, what you have is you have people harassing people at the Valley Strong Credit Union. Okay, it doesn't matter if I'm a clone. Okay, I'm a clone with far more intelligence than they are, and you know what? I'm the most peaceful person in this community, and you know it. You know it. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether somebody ended up dividing the funds in that account at all. It's the fact that I was being harassed in the first place, and it doesn't matter if people think I'm eccentric. Okay, what I'm saying is, what is it? Why do you think it's okay to bully somebody who has been dealing with your nonsensical garbage for the last 12 years? Yeah, it's really that way. Okay, consistently. Okay, now they got my son sitting here, telling my son what to do with his money. Don't you dare tell my son what to do with his money. Okay, the message I'm getting right now, something about this VIP invite soon, and something about my soul tribe, and that my soul tribe is dealing with the investigation. Good, Eric. Hopefully your nose is clean in all of this, because I don't care if you lose your job or not, especially if you're not going to sit here and handle my request. Something about me smoking marijuana. Marijuana is legal. Okay, and let me explain what that means. Okay, that means that is something that I cannot go to jail for, unless, of course, I'm violating some sort of stipulation set by the marijuana standard. Marijuana is available to people here who are over the age of 18 for medical purposes, and if you're 21, you can use it. Okay, now if I was driving under the influence, then I would be in violation. I cannot be penalized just because I smoke marijuana. That's why it became legal. Okay, it used to be illegal. Now it's like, okay, people can smoke marijuana without penalty. That's what it means to be legal. Duh. Okay, something about Gordon's occupational engineering. Like I said, I am the only person who is operating a Gordon's occupational engineering. I am the only owner of it. Okay, and I'm tired of people, conspiring and acting as if they don't want to work with me. Somebody owes me something, Eric. I've been thrown out of the workforce beyond my control, and I had every right to continue my life, Eric. It's like I could have moved to a different location, okay? And so people were using this issue of me being a clone. Okay, now that issue has been resolved. The church has now absorbed, what do you call it? What is the word? They have excused, the issues relating to C.B. Braganza, and now they have a better understanding of how he lived his life, okay? So I don't deserve any of that garbage, Eric. So what are you going to do about it? That's what I want to know. And I don't want any more people that, and when I deal with bank transactions or I deal with anything, I want my customer account on my account at Valley Strong Credit Union while I'm working there or using that account. I want it to be clear of any sort of notations or anything. Nothing should be popping up. I should not be treated than any differently than any other customer. Do I believe that there's some sort of fraudulent activity going on? Yes, I do, Eric. And like I said, if my soul tribe is investigating this, then you better come out looking pretty. Meaning, like, you better not have any sort of blemish on it, because then you know what you really did? Not only are you untrustworthy to run the bank, you're untrustworthy to run the city as well. Okay. And yes, I'm one of these vigilant people who's going to pay attention to what I expect for people who hold certain titles. Okay. It's not like I'm sitting here willy nilly. You know, every day I get up and I sit here and I want to go back to work. That's all I want to do. Okay. Before even knowing about Vladimir Putin, Justin Hayward, all these other people, okay, I wanted to go back to work. Okay. Why? Because I'm a victim of the church system. Okay. I have dealt with all kinds of unnecessary bullying, and you know why? For no reason. Because I am actually an honest person. I'm actually a decent person. I'm actually somebody who cares about, how I live my life. And I did live my life the best way possibly. I haven't hurt anybody in this community, but somehow you condone me being bullied. Okay. So you are an evil person if you sit there and you do nothing about it. You are an evil person. Okay. So yes, I'm glad the Soul Tribe is assisting with my investigation. I'm very glad. Okay. And hopefully, like I said, I hope you come out clean in it. I hope you do. Okay. The message I'm getting right now is that people expect me and Vladimir Putin. The issue is that Vladimir and Putin and I are interested in getting to know each other, and we're not discussing marriage. This is what I'm talking about. People don't just get married. Maybe you guys do that. Maybe that's your thing. But I believe in getting to know somebody, and I would prefer people not being a part of it, as well as unless of course he discusses something that we both mutually agree on. Okay. I do not want to sit here, and I do not believe in having the most healthy relationships are the kind that are out of the public eye. That's what I personally believe. Okay. And I'm not somebody who enjoys, like, a lot of clout or anything. I do want to have my work recognized. Okay. But I see how plastic and fake, like, a lot of celebrities get sucked into this stuff. And I don't want to sit here and be one of those people. Okay. So I would appreciate it if you would just, I deserve to be respected, Eric. And I'm tired of people slowing me down. I am entitled to employment, Eric. Okay? And I'm entitled to work in an atmosphere, in an environment without any fraud. Okay? I don't want to work, and I want my son to get back on direct deposit. I choose to have direct deposit. I do not want any limitations issued to me, Eric, just because I'm a clone. Okay? Because what's going on is I'm being bullied and discriminated in your institution, Eric. And I want it to stop. Okay? Because when I signed up for my account, none of that said that in the clause. It didn't say, well, we can do this because you're a clone and you smoke marijuana, we're going to do this or whatever. And you know it, Eric. Okay? So stop your bullshit. Okay? And like I said, because you are a member of city council, and I'm glad you're going to be having some sort of meeting with these people or whatever, but I'm putting the ball in your court. So what needs to be done is I want the data bank in my account, I want it cleaned up. Okay. And because you are a representative of the city of Bakersfield, I expect you to communicate this information. I do not want to be harassed by employers anymore. At all. At all. Okay. Because I will continually call you out and your incompetence. And that's exactly what you are. And I do understand that my story has been broadcasted on the news. You can go down in history, Eric, as a complete flop and failure. Okay? The choice is yours. Anyway, the message I'm coming out right now is something about my path to the ideal job. I wish I could find the ideal job, Eric. And I don't ask for much. All I ask for is just like, number one, I don't want to be in a harassment environment. I don't deserve to be harassed. Okay. And I don't deserve people to sit here and inquire. I never told people that or wanted people to know that I smoke marijuana. It's you guys sit here and spread all these sort of rumors. Okay. And yes, I do want to work in an environment that's conducive to my lifestyle. Okay. So yeah, a dispensary is cool. Maybe one of those cool places like Dollar World where they sell a bunch of mismosh stuff, whatever it is. But I definitely deserve to be working a job that's, fits my skill level. instead of dealing with, your illegal operation. And don't sit here and don't you dare ever call me yourself a Christian. Anybody in this community tells himself a Christian, they're a goddamn liar. Okay, because not one of these people make any effort to act like they're Jesus or get live like Jesus. These people are blind and they're ignorant, and it's obvious. I mean, it's really obvious, Eric. Okay, like for example, what Che did earlier by sending me that email, and then like it's just, and really, I mean, I look at some of these people and I just shake my head. I shake my head. Okay. And I really don't like not saying it because these people create problems for me and then I have to stand up for myself. And then when I'm standing up for themselves, this is when they get angry. They get angry because they know I have every right to. And like I said, then we go into this circular issue, well, whatever you want, you get. When they shouldn't have been bothering me in the first place. You guys are at fault, Eric. So clean it up. The message I'm getting right now is that something about me being viewed or being watched. I don't know where or how. Maybe out in the public, I guess. I don't know how they do that. Like maybe with I don't know, maybe airplanes or something. I don't know. Okay, what's going on at this VIP meeting? I don't know. Something about the company's okay. So you guys are talking about this in your, I believe you're talking about this at your bank, at your credit union. Okay. Something about what I do believe is that you are trying to obstruct my funds is what you're doing on purpose. You are doing this on purpose. This is what I get. Okay, that you guys form committees, right? Is what I suspect you guys do. You guys form committees to try to interfere with people's lives, and you can make up stories as you go along about it. You know what I mean? You guys do. I do believe that you yourself participate in these sorts of frauds, Eric. I do. Okay, you guys get it together in committees and try to decide people's outcomes and stuff like that. We don't want her to have this job, so let's redirect her to here because she might be making too much money. And then you guys do all kinds of illegal stuff, Eric. And this is the message I'm getting is right now is that yes, I have reset time for opportunities and managed to create a satisfaction in others. So by me mentioning this, a lot of people acknowledge the fact that you yourself is a criminal. You're a criminal, Eric. And I'm not afraid to say it. And I'm saying it because of my soul tribe saying it. So I expect you to pretty much step down from city council pretty soon. I expect you to lose your job. I'm going to wrap up this video.